Let's discuss about the most important topic. Sex education. What is sex education?
Sex education helps people gain the information and skills they need to make the best decisions for themselves about sex and relationships. Planned Parenthood is the nation's largest provider of sex education, reaching 1.2 million people a year through education and outreach.
Do you know about these amazing facts in sex education?
Sex education is high-quality teaching and learning about a broad variety of topics related to sex and sexuality. It explores values and beliefs about those topics and helps people gain the skills that are needed to navigate relationships with self, partners, and community, and manage one's own sexual health. Sex education may take place in schools, at home, in community settings, or online.
Sex education includes:
First, human development, including puberty, anatomy, sexual orientation, and gender identity. Second, relationships, including self, family, friendships, romantic relationships, and healthcare providers. Third, personal skills, including communication, boundary setting, negotiation, and decision-making. Fourth, sexual behavior, including the full spectrum of ways people choose to be, or not be, sexual beings. 5. Sexual health, including sexually transmitted infections, birth control, pregnancy, and abortion. 6. Society and culture, including media literacy, shame and stigma, and how power, identity, and oppression impact sexual wellness and reproductive freedom.
Important tips for the sex education.
Tip 1. No penetration does not mean that you are safe from pregnancy. Pregnancy can occur even when a partner ejaculates or pre-ejaculates near or on your vulva. Irrespective of the fact that you engage in vaginal sex or not, naked body contact around this region could lead to pregnancy. Tip 2. You can still get pregnant if you have sex during your menstrual cycle. If you have vaginal sex during your periods, you can get pregnant. Sperms have a life ranging from 1 day to 1 week, thus meaning that a sperm could fertilize an egg when you ovulate. Even when you are menstruating, when you decide to have sex, it is a must to use a condom, as it is a proven way to prevent sexually transmitted diseases and unwanted pregnancies. Tip 3. Sex while menstruating is not harmful. Making love during one's menstrual cycle is in no way a harmful experience. In fact, many studies have proved the opposite, stating that lovemaking is much more satisfying and pleasurable. Tip 4. Washing the vagina after intercourse does not prevent pregnancy. Even if you wash your vagina with hot water, cold water, soap solution or shampoo solution, sperms are really fast swimmers, and can get to their set destination, even before you blink your eye. Scientifically speaking, washing your vaginal area after sex won't prevent pregnancy. Use safe birth control methods instead. Tip 5. Saliva will not spread HIV. It is very rare, and one has next to no chances of getting HIV or AIDS by kissing someone who has HIV or AIDS. It is important to know that HIV can easily be transmitted by swallowing breast milk or semen from an infected person. This isn't usually the case with saliva. HIV and AIDS are two different diseases, and it is mostly seen that people with AIDS do not have the HIV in their saliva. Tip 6. Even if it's your first time, you can get pregnant. A girl can become pregnant anytime, and every time she is having sex, irrespective of the fact that it is her first time, or not. And as far as a girl's age is concerned, she is most fertile during her teenage years, thus it is a must for her to use reliable birth control. Tip 7. Genitals need constant attention for proper hygiene. Genitals are like any other part of the body. They, in no way, should be considered inferior parts of your body. Make sure you give your private parts adequate attention and ensure cleanliness and hygiene at all times. Tip 8. not all women bleed when they have sex for the first time. It is not necessary for a woman to bleed after her very first sexual intercourse. It is important to understand that women bleed only when they break their hymen for the very first time, and not after that. And the hymen can be easily broken by any kind of rigorous physical activity, such as cycling, running or swimming. So, it is not necessary for a virgin to bleed the very first time she has sexual intercourse. After listen and read all these valuable knowledge, we have understood that sex education is important, because it opens our mind and thinking ability about sex, and I am 100% sure that, with the help of the sex education, rape cannot be happened at all, and we will be able to provide a healthy environment to all.